likes, whatever.
Playing your life in most plates calls you an example.
Oh, jeez.
Wait for this stuff. Donald threw up on his bed.
That doesn't surprise. Wait a minute, the bed?
The bed.
Not
Kibble.
the. So he regurgitated.
Yeah.
He ate too fast.
Yeah.
The bed, not the scratcher thing.
Just the bed.
Okay, well that's good. Okay, yeah, we've got other beds on.
Do you need me down here if I go up there and do this?
Yeah, I think you're fine once you wanted to see this.
I want to, but I got it. I'm only here at 12, so I gotta be more productive. Lip is caving.
See you breathing. Come on. Wake up! Wake up. Huh? Oh, she's grown. But she was getting super skinny super fast. That's the thing about kittens. Once they stop eating, they will, they have to have nourishment. Otherwise, they will just become gaunt and they will fade super fast. Good morning. Here we go. I already fed everybody else. That they're all done. We're gonna go right to her. That's why I'm kind of a little bit late. Good morning, Jan. I don't think I have my sound on yet. Okay, so she's up 288 grams. Let's see if she will eat. Let's see here, 288 grams. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to leave that off because we're going to go right into it. She might need to be pottied first. I'm going to assume yes, but I'm going to try feeding her first because it does upset her. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Her last feeding was at 4 in the morning. Well, I woke up at 3:30, so it ended up being around 4 in the morning after trying to do all of this and then potting her. Hi. No, come on. Okay. Nope. You're getting so big. You're getting so big. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I'm only feeding her 10 mils, which is the minimum that she should be eating. Come on, latch. Latch. Come on. Come on. She started to want to. That was really close. Do you want me to help you go potty first? I'm trying to pull this back to see if she'll... She seems to be doing better. Overnight, she didn't even have that kind of interest. Come on, Chef. You know what's gonna happen if you don't, so it's up to you. I know if you don't feel like it, I get it, but nope, you're just gonna play with it. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna first try to potty her and then go from there. We'll see if we can get her to go poop. Definitely, I can always get her to go pee. So, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Shar. I'm the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. This is Chef. When she does something amazing like, eat or poop, which has been a very much challenge the last couple of days, we say, yes, Chef. We are a positive community. Please stay with us on that and stay positive. Ask questions, but don't come at me with something because then my mods will end up having to escort you out. And if you don't know who we are or what we do, I am a neonate specialist, a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. And she's pooping. We got poops. We got poops. Come on, girl, keep it going. This has been a big deal because she hasn't had to, she got her first poop yesterday in, a week without an enema. So for her to be doing this is good. Kittens cannot do this on their own. They have to have their mama to help. If you find kittens, please leave them alone. Go and read my blog of what to do. Make sure that the kittens are warm to the touch and fat and happy. Go get some baking. Don't touch them then, other than, just checking their temperature. You just literally lay your hand on top of them to find out if they're warm. If they are, then you go and get some baking flour and you surround wherever they are at with it in a nice large diameter, thick line, and then you leave the area for about 2 to 3 hours. And then you come back to see if you can find paw prints, because more times than not, she stopped trying to poop. This is what sucks. More times than not, you'll see paw prints. Then you just contact a rescue or shelter, Humane Society, anybody, and ask them to bring a trap out so you could trap the mom. Once you get the mama, you could just scoop up the babies, but then they get to stay together. Mama does all the work, and then all of them can get spayed or neutered by the time that they have all been weaned properly. Otherwise, you're interrupting a very delicate situation. A lot of the kittens don't survive because people don't know what the hell they're doing. And mama then just redirects her attention to go get pregnant again. So please, we don't need more kittens in the world, although they're cute. Because there's an abundance of them, they get horribly treated. Cats get horribly treated. So do dogs. There's an abundance of them too. Get your dog spayed or neutered, even if it's a pretty breed. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby. You were doing so good. That tells me that your stomach is probably still hurting. Damn. Because that was not very much poop. Once they start pooping, don't stop the motion. And I think I broke up the motion just enough that I'm going to end up having to do the freaking enema again. I will try it again after she eats. Because she's just like, nope, I'm done. All right, all right, all right. All right, now that she's fully irritated. Thank you for all the heart me's and the purple crusaders and whatnot. Don't feel we have to be in a battle for you to gift over there on Tube of Views. Just ask questions, I guess. My mods can answer them because I can't see it. Okay, let's see if you're going to eat now. Otherwise, we're going to have to tube feed because she should be eating a minimum of 10 mils every 3 to 4 hours. Okay, come on, sweetheart. Nope, she has absolutely no interest now. Okay. Oh, wait. And I made the grave mistake of leaving my last opened container of Petlac out. If it's been out for over an hour, you got to dump it, and that sucks. But I have enough to last. This one was probably already half empty. It's about there. So I used a vast majority of it. I opened it on 3/19. So just 2 days ago. one kitten goes through a lot. All right. Super fun. I know, baby. I know, baby. So I'm going to top off that syringe because a lot of that either ended up on my arm to test or all over the mat that I've got her on. I know, guys. Chill it out. I've got to do medications after I feed her before you come out. Oh, boy. By the way, if you have kitties and you need them away from a door, unless you don't give a shit about them, if you don't give a shit about them, please bring home. But don't scare them. Don't stomp it or anything like that. I know Tim used to do that just to try to get them to back away from a door that he was trying to enter. Usually it was the nursery. As funny as you think it might be, that, or, you know, effective as it definitely is, it teaches them to be scared of you. So just don't do it. And if you're, don't tell me, well, I don't do that. I'm not asking you to give me a praise report on yourself. I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't let your spouse do it. Don't let your kids do it. Just don't do it. Holy crap. Hey, thank you, Sabrina. And everybody else that was also throwing those out there. My gosh. I need to update that to a wonderful universe, right? I'm kidding. Kidding, kidding, kidding. We are getting extremely close. We are halfway, for sure, to being at 4,000 watch hour mark on Ube of Twos. So if you are interested in helping us achieve that wonderful goal, please watch any video of 3 minutes or longer. Make a playlist. You don't have to listen to me. I know my voice can be a bit droll. Can be. I'm such an exciting person. Okay, perfect. See how much I pour on my arm? I'm just like, bleh. And I try not to dribble too much of it out when I have to tube feed because I know some of it goes into the tube. So kind of it's pouring it into the tube and then all that's still in the tube when I'm done. So 10 mils does not go very, in fact it doesn't, it's not fully 10 mils by the time you're done. So just to recap, in case you were gone yesterday, this area, there's a mark right here. This is an official enteral nutrition tube for animals. You need to get it if you're planning on learning how to do this. They come in sealed so that they are absolutely sterile. Individually, if they are sealed in a bunch, contact the company, return it, get your money back, whatever. But the measurement for any kitten is at the base of their ribs all the way to the tip of their nose. And if you don't remember, come on. She's like, nope, I'm not going to let you see. And I will explain to you why. There's a huge reason for this. So, base of her ribs is right there. She's grown, so I can actually, she's grown quite a lot. There we go. I'm going to adjust it. I need a yank. All right. You are so difficult at times, honey. It's almost there, but you have grown just in the last 2 days. So if you can get beyond the mark, you've probably punctured the stomach. That's not good. Go figure. If it comes out, if it only goes to about here, or if it starts to come out, it could also go into the lungs because it can go back up and then drown the wrong area. You don't want that. You want to keep that line right there. I'm going to ignore the first one because I'm not going to throw away the tube right now. She's probably going to use it maybe another 2, maybe 3 times, if that. Hopefully this next time she will eat, but we'll see. She almost did. Once you have it on there, you got to prime it. Make sure, I'm just going to move this. It comes out the end, right there, there's water. And there's the milk.
She's not pushing air in her belly.
Yeah, not pushing air in the belly, not pushing, yeah, you just want it right there, nice and happy. And we burrito. The burrito is equally as important as anything else because you don't want her kicking out the line. And she was going to try. She's going to try hard. So you wrap her and you hold on. Now she's going to protest. That's a good thing. We want her to. 1, she feels good enough to protest. 2, because when she's meowing, that tells me I'm in the right tube. If she is so sick she can't meow, which happens, then you've got to really pay attention because this will only go down about midway if it's in the lungs. You don't want to start pushing it if it's not in there. And if you try to force it, 1, you could either puncture the lung or it's just going to curl up into that area. You don't want to do that. She's not going to tell you because 1, you're in the wrong area. 2, she's already sick enough. So you've got to be paying attention. What this is a life or death procedure. Okay, ready, ready, ready? Yeah. Come on, I know. Hi. Mm-hmm. Come on. Here we go. Perfect. You okay? Yeah, I want to hear you squeak just a little bit more. Thank you. Okay. If you don't do this, they will lose weight fast and they will get seriously dehydrated. But you've got to pay attention to what you are doing. Usually once you start, they're going to quit fighting you because they're going to realize, oh, that feels good. My stomach is feeling full. They didn't realize they were hungry. That's the problem. The reason why they're not eating, it's not because they're not hungry. It's because either they have a bellyache because of something going on like constipation, and you see how slowly I'm depressing this, or that they have a virus and they're nauseous. But they are so young, with neonates, they're so young they can't throw up. At 4 weeks of age, they can definitely start throwing up. But, okay, at the end, I'm going to finish that. At the end, crimp it. You don't want it coming back out. You got to do this slowly. You don't want to tear up their esophagus. There we go. Now we've got one very pissed off but happy full baby. Yes. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. I'm replaying everything in my head and I'm going, one pissed off, unhappy, full baby. But, damn, I forgot what I was saying otherwise. I am just gone. Can you turn back on the comments over there at TikTok? I'm going to try to potty her again. Yeah, I know. The crimping, I ended up actually distracting myself. That's so sad. Anyways, okay. Let me see if we can get her to go poop. Otherwise, we're going to have to do an enema. Because she has it in there. If we hold on, oh, the virus, that's it. Viruses, they can start to throw up between 3 to 4 weeks of age, and panleukopenia will definitely make them have it'll test their ability to vomit. It's a stomach virus from hell. You've got to keep them fed. You've got to keep them hydrated with sub-Q fluids. You've got to. If you don't, they are not going to survive it. It's a 90% mortality rate with that virus. I've been able to flip it to a 90% survival rate by tube feeding and keeping them hydrated with sub-Q fluids, the proper amount, because you don't want to go too much. If they have panleukopenia, the most regular kittens at 3 weeks of age, 3 to 5 weeks of age, should be getting, if they are dehydrated, is 20 milliliters of sub-Q fluids. If by chance they have panleukopenia, that number bumps up to 30 because that's how much the virus just absorbs. Okay, she's trying to go poop. Here we go. Come on. When she gets loud, that means she's pushing. Come on. We're going to get you to go. We're going to get you to go one way or the other. We really are. We really, 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 really are. And see, it's just stuck right now, so I might end up having to. I don't know what's causing her to get so constipated. It is not the formula. She's been on this formula since day one. And when she arrived, they'd been feeding her this formula as well. I've used this formula so many times. I don't know what's going on with her body, but I'm worried about her tail. They need their tail, the base of their tail, to go poop. If it dips down, they can't. If that base part dips down, they have a hard time pooping them. And they will be continuously constipated. I had a kitten die of that. It was so sad. Nope. Okay. All right. First off, there it is, my toilet paper. I know, honey. You just go hide. She did pee some more, which is good, but I didn't need her peeing. I need her pooping. With her not pooping, she has a bellyache. With a bellyache, she's going to continue not to want to eat. So I'd be consistently fighting her on fading. So let's finish one tube up so we can get to the other one. All right, so after you do a tube, use a tube. Never use the same tube for more than one kitten. And then make sure you use some nice hot water. My tap water is actually quite hot, incredibly hot. And you flush it through, cleaning it out. If you have more than one kitten that requires tube feeding or an enema, seal it in a plastic bag regardless, but then you make sure that their names are on it. If they don't have names, baby number 1, baby number 2, make sure, or blue, green, yellow. If I have a bunch of them, I actually have pet safe, animal safe crayon for their ears, their little ear paint kind of things. And I will do that on the inside of their ears so I can identify which one, especially if they are looking exactly the same. Okay. So, same idea with the with an enema. Difference is we're going to be using some, whoops, wrong one. That's hand lotion. Where's my, there it is. Ironically, they're close to the same color. Wow. So this is short and squishy. This is, what is it? Good, clean, love, almost naked. Yeah. Nothing flavored, scent. Yeah, it has no feeling, tingly thing. Nothing. It's just straight lube. That's it. That's all. You don't want anything funky fun that you would enjoy. No, it's for them, not you. And they don't enjoy it, trust me. They would never enjoy that. Get a new syringe, fill it with warm, not hot, warm water. Warm water. This one's been used already. I'll explain how you check how far to go. That wasn't enough. I'm putting way more water in than I'm actually going to use. So, how you measure this one of how far to go in, this one doesn't change when it comes to neonates. It's 1 inch. Just over 1 inch, actually, I guess. So I use the tip of my finger. But you can see a hole here and a hole here. The holes on that one too. There's 2 holes. They are on the sides, not the top. If the top had a hole, that means it's severed. It could actually scrape going in. You don't want that. You want it rounded. You want it nice and pliable. Yeah. And then you gently insert after. Okay, first of all, you still make sure this gets primed. There you go. And then this just gets dragged right through the lubricant. And that's all you do. And you just make sure there's a good amount of it. There's 2 reasons for that. One, it helps this go in, but it'll help any constipation come out. So we're going to upset her. You got to be very gentle with this because you could tear the rectum. Whoop, 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 whoop. Very gently inserting in. No. I know, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna make this very easy for you to poo-poo. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to very slowly put in about 1 ml. They want out, but they need their medication first. Those are the ones in the nursery. Actually, I think that one specifically is Teddy. Hold on. Be careful of pulling and holding this tail. Don't ever actually pull the tail. This one, you don't have to crimp it. Just slowly pull it out. There you go. And again, once you start and they start pooping, don't stop. Nothing but liquid so far. I want the solids out. Oh my God, it stank. Come on, honey. We need to get the solids out so you can feel better. She's wanting to push. Darn it. I should have done more than one. I know. Okay, come on. Come on. She is trying. She is trying. She's doing her job. I'm trying to do mine. Until they are able to walk, they rely on humans to do this for them, or their mama. Their mama is the best one to do it because she knows how to do this. And I know people want me to answer, but please watch for the response from my mods because I cannot read any questions right this given second. I'm gonna have to fix this. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do this very quickly because I'm going to try it one more time, the second time to see. The last time I did it, and had that reaction, the response the second time that I tried it was incredible, and it actually broke free quite a lot of the crap that was in there. This is a very safe, if you're doing it right, it's a very safe way of helping the baby. This is how a vet would do it for a neonate if they know how to do neonates. Okay, last time, sweetheart. Let's get this out of you. We want her to not have a tummy ache anymore. We're going to drag it through the lubricant one more time. I'm not going to put in as much water. Come on, it's okay. It's okay, I know. And if it fights you going in, not the kitten. By the way, the tail is an extension of the spine, so be careful with the tail. And again, they use it for more than just balance. They actually use it to poop. That's why I'm kind of worried about the base of their tail. So, here we go. Come on, it's okay, it's okay. There we go, right to that mark that I told you about. I'm going to slowly, I'm only going to go a 1/2 ml this time. Not even that. There we go. And let's see if we can get it out this time. Come on. Let's say yes, chef. Come on. Now, she's going to scream. When she screams, that's her pushing. Now, this is her meowing, not screaming. Just wait. There we go. Come on. Now I'm trying to also be very gentle with the hand that's holding her. You don't want to squeeze her. I'm just trying to hold her, so you'll see me moving my hand a lot. Okay, something else just came busting out of there. A big old hard piece of poo, which is good. Maybe it'll let whatever is behind it out. Okay. I'm trying to give her placement for her foot, whether that's my hand or the table. There we go. Come on. It sounds like she's mad. She's pushing. And what sucks is when they start to eat solid foods, oh my God, they could very much get constipated again. They will usually meow because it's going to be oh my God, I'm having to push even harder than I have before. Because it's solid poop then. I mean, really solid poop. Come on. Although I think she's getting the experience of a lifetime this time. I know, honey. I know. I'm checking to see, is she still trying? She is still trying to push. Jeez. Being very gentle. When you're feeding them, whether you're feeding them or doing this, you've got to be gentle, but you can't just give up. But at the same time, if you see that the anus has gone back in and it's just all flat, then that means that they're done. Hers is not, and she is pooping again right now. I'm trying to be able to see it just to make sure she's going. I wish I could show it, but it's just too hard. Difficult. run out of place. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. I know, I know, I know. That's why it's important. Don't stop. Nope, she's done. Jeez. Oh, no, she's not. Oh, you just totally. Psych. Oh, the technique is different for each kitten. Come on, baby. By the way, my name is Shar. I'm the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. I am a medical rescue. I need her to keep meowing. I'm not going to force her to, but that's why she's meowing. She's trying to poop this crap out, and she needs to get it out so she could actually start eating regular again. But I'm a medical rescue for neonate kittens. That's ages birth or 0 through 6 weeks of age. This little girl, her name is Chef, and she is now 17 days old and she sounds mad, but she's just trying to poop. Come on, are you going to keep going all of a sudden? I really wonder, is it her tail that's causing her to be constipated? I really wonder. Because the more I lift up, it seems like the more she's... They have to be able to lift the tail. If there's a dip and they can't lift it any higher than that, that's a problem. That's a very deadly problem. Yep, there we go. Yep, it just got all over my finger. That was nice. Darn good thing I'm going to be washing my hands afterwards, right? Come on. We're just going to start doing that and see if that helps you at all. Jeez. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? She did gain weight, which is a good thing because she had lost yesterday. A kitten should never lose. You know what, Erin? One, please don't get your cat spayed. If you're a breeder, get your cat spayed. They don't need pretty kitties anymore. Manx are notorious, actually, for that condition. It is really scary, and there's no way of knowing that there's that dip unless you take them to a vet and they x-ray it. There really isn't. It's not like you can feel it. You rescued your babies? Good. But there's no way you can be able to tell visually. No way. Manx is a purebred. That's why I assumed that. Now, if you're just saying no tails, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're Manx. Manx is a breed. No tails or short tails, that's a genetic fun thing. I love the little tails. I love the long tails. I don't like the regular tails. I just like the tails. I'm trying, baby. I know. We're just done. Are you still trying to poop? Is that what you're saying?
My cat usually has a tail that long.
At least, yeah, it's when they don't have any tail, that's a problem.
You know what those green scrubbers are?
I have no idea.
Because they used to be in the
Yeah, They were. I don't know what the heck happened. I looked down and underneath the cabinet there. I was thinking, well, maybe they went down there. I have no clue,
Yeah.
unless they went, somebody put them in the garage, but I have no clue. I've been looking for them. Huh?
That's crazy.
You looked in the garage?
No, oh no, why would somebody put them in the
I don't know, but I looked in the garage before, but I couldn't find them. But maybe I wasn't looking right. Go ahead, go look in the garage. I have no clue.
Dude, that's,
That irritated
That's a
me
big
because
one.
it's like, come on, man, leave those alone.
I'm about to say, this room is beautiful.
Yeah, but it's still all in the garage. This girl is 17 days. She's just over 2 weeks. I'm just trying to. She still didn't actually poop. Hey, kitty perfection! And I'm not rubbing her butt. I'm massaging the lower part of her abdomen, by the way. So if you think she keeps rubbing the butt, no, I'm not. The butt's right here. I'm rubbing right down in here. I'm just massaging it with the with this. Let's see if we what you can do on your own then. Little Miss Independent. Nope. I still worry. I know. I know. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I know. I know. Okay, she's gonna get a teensy tiny amount of Clavamox because that.
I don't see them there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
There's 2 green ones.
I know. I bought them. Can't imagine somebody walking out with them because that'd be
Nah,
kind
no
of
one's gonna
cheesy.
steal from
Shoot,
you.
I know. Well, I wouldn't think anybody would steal something as stupid as those, anyhow.
Oh, there's already a bleach out there.
Oh, yeah, the little one, the cutesy little one. She just loves the Clavamox. I still put a pause on the itrafungal just because she had a fever. She had a fever. I feel so bad for her poop. I know. I know.
My ward's
It
clean.
sucks. You spit in bubbles, baby. And she is just a darling, but right now she did try, so we say yes, chef. Yes, chef. We're getting there. We've got to get there, because you know what? I'm not one to give up on them, no matter what. I'm really not. Really not. When it's something that I know it can be resolved, I don't give up on them. If it's something like an enlarged heart or a brain tumor, that's when I know I have to make a decision that I don't want to, but I have to for their sake because they're not going to get any better. And it's a very painful, short life. And I mean short because usually like an enlarged heart is hours. Hours. Brain tumor at this age, not just this age, I've seen it. I've seen it when they're usually about 4 months of age. No, Megan, she's just alive right now. She almost latched, but she's still having a hard time pooping. And I've gone through and I've sit there and I'm massaging here and massaging down on her belly, just trying to get her to, get it all loosened up. But I mean, warm water enema should be like last resort, just because, you don't want to sit here and keep doing it. Now this is day 3 of it being every day. The most I've ever had to do an enema was 9 days. The most I've usually had to tube feed is 4. Usually by then, whatever was in their system making them nauseous will work its way out. But if it's her poop, if it's her being constipated, then it's going to be tied together. But did you want back in? Is that it? You want down? You want to stop? Okay, I'm going to cover you this way, and then I'm going to put you in here with the other blankies. All right, ready? Oh. Come on, where's her? There it is. Okay. Putting this in the laundry room. Okay. Oh, that's hot. Then I'm probably going to wash my hands 3 or 4 times before I actually move on from this little area, because of all the different stages I have to get through. It's just kind of funny. Okay. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. This is, come on. Okay, and just like the enteral tube, I put it in a plastic bag. That can stay out. I'll bring that out just before I start feeding. Especially neonates will go from spriteful fine to passing away really fast if you are not paying attention. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They realize when they find a litter of kittens, they're going, oh, I can help them. I'll save them. Mom's not around. I don't see her. Mom's in the bushes watching her babies getting taken away. The only time that that's not the case is if something happened to mom, and then the babies are going to be more cold and skinny and not moving around a lot. But if they're happy, warm, moving around, mom is around. Guaranteed, mom is around. Drives you crazy when people start getting involved where they shouldn't. But if they do what I suggest in my blog, trap the mom. You gotta use the baking flour. Put it around the area. Make it really wide so she can't just hop over it. So when you come back, leave the area for 2 to 3 hours. Come back, you see mom's little paw prints. Okay, now you know mom's there. Back up, leave it alone. Go call a rescue, shelter, animal services, something, and get a trap. Trap mom, scoop up the babies, keep them together. Mom will do the work. Mom knows how to do the work. Just leave them alone. All you have to do then is once a day go and weigh them. Put them back on mom. Show her the respect she deserves, because guess what? She's already been through hell. So, and then once they have been weaned by mom, then you can just get them fixed. You get them spayed or neutered. The rescue or shelter or humane society, ASPCA, they could end up helping you with that. I always forget what it is. Something Animals Now. Help Animals Now. Use that app. Anything. I'm probably going to get, whatever. Because there's just a way of doing things without it costing a fortune. There really is. Cheryl, if you've been in here for any length of time, Cheryl, you would hear me tell somebody at some point when they ask that silly question, no, Tim and I are no longer together. So, we're moving on from that. This is why I have volunteers now. So, but it is what it is. 1, 2, 3, and I need to make sure. Now I do the medications for everybody. Is what it is. He made his choices. Aphrodite, Iris, Penny. Yeah. Teddy, Ghost, Aphrodite, Iris, Penny. Already did her. Okay, good. Anyway, all right. Yeah, a lot of things can happen that before it gets to an explosion of kittens and cats everywhere. People don't need to dump them. They just need to get their cats fixed. That's it. That's it. It also resolves a lot. If you don't want to get your cat fixed, by the way, you're going, I don't need to because my cat's indoor only. Eliminate the possibility of getting uterine or ovarian cancer, or even worse, pyometra. Worse, I don't know about worse, sorry. Pyometra is an infection of the uterus that can take their life very quickly. Getting them spayed eliminates that altogether. It eliminates the frequency, not the possibility, but the frequency of them spraying. If they're stressed, they're going to spray, whether they're fixed or not. Males, females, both can. I rescue cats and dogs. Dogs are the same way. They just don't spray. Oh, I don't know if they spray or not. I know nothing about dogs. I know enough about dogs just on behavior. I've had dogs. I love them. But that doesn't mean I know anything about their internals. I don't know much about cats either, because cats' bodies are like aliens. Any good vet will tell you that. Yeah, are you all right, Kitty? Kitty's fine. Kitty just does not feel great, but she will get there. We're just going to get her through this hump in her life that we weren't expecting. Go figure. I usually anticipate an issue showing up around 3 to 5 weeks of age when the mom's colostrum starts to wean. That's when I usually see him kind of starting to get sick. But yeah, make sure you know what you're doing before you start wanting to try to bottle feed. And by the way, you see me using a syringe to feed them. That's not just for the tube feeding. I use that with a nipple. I don't use a baby bottle. I don't use a bubble nipple. Some people use those. It's just, I've never had luck with the bubble nipple. But this, people will say, well, I use that. Well, okay, first of all, you're mixing a whole lot of formula to feed multiple kittens, right? But you don't know how much each kitten is eating unless you're weighing them before and after. Here's the other problem. It gets cold. And then you're not realizing, or you're not paying attention that how cold it is by the time it gets to baby number 2 or 15, depending on what you're doing. It is just not efficient. Plus, it holds a ton of air. So, using a syringe, I don't use a 3 mil. I've never used a 3 mil to actually feed. But using a syringe, you get rid of a lot of air. 1 syringe per baby. That's easy. If you got 15, get a... I keep them warm in a cup. This is filled with warm, not hot, warm water. And I keep them all in there. That's it. That's all. After so many times of using it, if it's empty or full, I put it in the fridge. I use it one other time. After that, I throw it away. They're cheap. These are way more expensive. So, I mean, there's so many pros and cons. More cons with that than there are these. These, you get a big box of them. It's super easy. It's just healthier all the way around. Cleaner, everything. Just saying. I wish people would just start switching over to the syringes and make the bottles kind of a thing of the past. But I also know that for a feeding kit, they don't put a syringe in there. They put a stupid bottle. And then they usually put a bubble nipple of some sort, which is like the kitten's going. Miracle nipples, I've rarely, and I mean rarely, the only time they've ever failed me, it's because the kitten wasn't feeling good. But these are most like a cat's actual nipple at the time that they're giving, actually feeding a baby. Nursing. There we go. Nursing. If you have questions, you can DM me through the Discord. You can join my Discord. Don't try to go searching for it. You can't. You have to have an invitation. All you have to do is go to my website, the Rescues website, which is in the profile. You can DM me, or better yet, a lot of questions can be answered simply by going to my website. And what that is, I'm not going to say the whole thing. It's in the profile. But then go under what we do, and then resources, or what we do, then CCKC blog, depending. If you're looking for information on neonates and the health of them, then it's under resources, because I have guides in there that are free of charge. CCKC blog. What's CCKC? Critical Care Kitten Coalition. Why am I wearing my shirt backwards? Because I'm going to actually be putting her in there pretty soon. I totally forgot that I was wearing this hoodie, actually, so. Otherwise, I would have dropped her in there right then. Hey, Hercules. I'll also open up the comments. I'm going to put this one back. Hi, buddy. Did you want your own special plate? You are such a prima donna now. You went from feral to what? Tell me you cannot, chill out a feral even after they're just a few months old. You can. I'm going to do this. Let me see here. I'm going to feed you, and I'm going to see if I can take a look at that, because that spot on the back of his neck has been there for a long time, but I want to just take a look. But he never allows me to. Just because he's nicer now does not mean he can't turn around and smack me. Trying to deal with his nails is a whole other drama. He's good. Okay. I figured as much, but I just want to make sure. Okay. Oh, let's see. Cutesy blankets, cutesy blankets. I know, guys. Hold on. I'm almost there. Okay.
Hello.
So we have Teddy. Ghost is around here somewhere, which is not going to be fun. This is Aphrodite. This one is Penny. And this one is Iris.
Lord, I am good. Thanks for your concern. God.
I was going, wait, what? That's funny. All right. I'm going to have to get another bottle. I'm almost positive of it.
Good morning, Char.
Oh, good morning, staff. So, baby's in here now. Baby's just chilling. I hope it works, poor baby. I know, trust me. Oh my God. I'm sure it will. It's just that, again, I worry that It's the tail. Hi, Jen. The fact that it's been this long, the only other time I've had kittens with an issue like this, but see, here's the other thing. If I had her litter mates, I could compare. When I saw this before, all of them had it. And then I found out that the moms were being treated with human grade iron instead of like something animal safe, like Patinic, to combat flea anemia. Instead of getting rid of the fleas, they were feeding the fleas by making more blood inside the cats, which was just. Anyways, but hello. So yeah. Oh, is this going to even be enough? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Hi, Caitlin.
Kitten is a vitamin and mineral supplement for cats and dogs.
Penny. Ooh, we are at the end.
That sweet big
Alexa,
hi there, sweetheart.
unpause. Ooh. Enough. Okay. I will need to keep that stored upside down and make sure that all of that comes out. I use every freaking bit if I can.
Hi, Jessica.
Alexa, skip. She ends it in the weirdest place, and then she turns around and starts the next set, the last song that was played. So it's duplicating it. Teddy.
I just said there's nothing to unpause or skip.
Yeah, they tend to hear me, depending on how loud your phone is. Aphrodite. Aphrodite is also 7, just over 7. Penny is 5. Okay, so GS medication for those getting treated for FIP. Oh, Penny's great. Penny plays. Penny is doing fantastic. It's amazing. Penny now also purrs, and she didn't do that for quite a while. And Snowball is purring. I need to see how much Penny needs. Hers changes. I need to also weigh the little girl. I need to weigh everybody, unfortunately.
Good glad about that. Bless her. Well done to all your hard work, X.
Oh, thank you. So, U of 2's over there. If you guys would be so kind as, if you want to, by supporting what our goal is, which is getting to be partner. Ooh! I think I literally just got the rest of that. Just enough. That's funny. I'll be able to turn this upside down and get the rest of that out. That worked out well. Okay. And I always pull it back some so it doesn't just leak out. So, GS medications. I need to weigh them. Okay, so I am going to, let's see here, 65% there, 4.7. Let me switch the phones over. There we go. Da, 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 da. Come on, it would be so easy if I just did it that way. Okay. Excuse me, speaker. Move. I know, you're on a box. Here, pick the box. Pick the box.
Hey, Sharon Pam.
Hello. Oh my gosh, it feels like I haven't slept in
I
days.
saw earlier the Kitten having the best food army. Well, I bet it feels better now.
Oh, that was a couple of days ago, actually. That was not today. Today it was a little bit of a different story. I wish it was the same thing, but no. She's still fighting that one. But yeah, that was an incredible one. I felt better. She did that, and I was like, damn, yeah, baby. And yesterday I could not get back after having that surprise drop in from potential adopters, because I usually tell people that, you know, I need an application, and then, you know, there's a process. I don't do drop-ins or walk-ins, because I need to prepare. I need to make sure I've got everything squared away and that I'm not live and all of that. Oh my gosh. And it takes so much time. It takes so much energy. And it was just a pain. I couldn't get myself back from it. Hello, ladies. He didn't turn the lights on. That was rude. Okay, where's the scale? Okay. What? Hey, Martin, I'm not sure if you... Okay. You need to make sure these are shut all the way. There you go, baby. Okay, so we've got a few things going here. Okay, I need to clean your litter box and sweep. I need to find your... Okay. Happy Monday. Seems contradictory in terms, but okay. Here's the fun thing. Nobody's at this bottom one. Ouch. Oh, crap. Really? I'm gonna have to do it by pulling this whole thing out. Sorry. You're fine. Nope.
We help patients use their medical insurance to pay for life-changing dental implant treatment. You may qualify to receive a total full mouth reconstruction for a fraction.
I cannot stand it when people don't put the litter boxes back the way that they found it. The reason why I have the litter boxes all the way up, so many people think that the way I have the litter boxes, they need to be pushed back because that's the opening. Yeah, here's the problem. With the cats, when you trap them, they kick litter out and then they hang their butts over this. So I have it right here. They think, oh no, it needs to be pushed back. No, it doesn't. Otherwise, I have all of this. Or I have, even worse, a load of a dump sitting right there. It's like, oh my God, no. Okay, I just needed this. Who the hell did that? Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go, baby. There. Okay, scale is not in here. I don't know where the scale is, but it's not in here. And I'm kind of needing a scale for the next step. Now watch. I bet you anything was right in front of me and I just didn't even see it. Oh, no. It wasn't right in front of me. It was right there. That silver thing on the floor. Jeez. But at least it wasn't right in front of me. Good morning.
Who's on your neck?
The only kitty that is small enough to be on my neck. Chef. Aphrodite. Needs to have that one to Penny. Penny and Iris. She's okay. She could be better, that is for sure. Okay, that's done. Excuse me. Alright, I need to hunt down Penny. Which sometimes is easier said than done. I also need to hunt down Ghost. Oh wait, no, I think I put Ghost in there. If I remember right, I put Ghost in there during the night. So, that would be nice.
Chef not doing right. Chef supporting what you're feeding and others I needed.
Chef could do better, that's for sure. Paper. Pen. All right. Yep, it's kitten door time. Hi. Do I get to see your nose? It's the only thing I need to do. Wipe and clean off that wonderful little window. Okay, let's see who's first. Okay, no. Ouch. Hi, Chili. It looks like it's gonna be a teddy, but nope. Out comes Chain Gang Charlie. Come here, buddy. Teddy was second. Nom. When using doxycycline, chase it down with either water or Kitten. There you go, baby. All right, there's one down. Hi, Chili. You just went in there, so I'm not sure what's going on.
There's a Superman box. When the timer runs out, be the first to open it and you've been Superfan.
Hi.
Hello, Chili.
There is a super fan box, guys. Over there on TikTok, there's a super fan box right up here. You can open it, but you can't actually open it, but you can tap it. Because you're going to need to do that anyhow. So if you're not yet a super fan, you have the opportunity to getting a gifted sub. Guys, come on! Ghost, I saw you. Great. I got one. Okay. I know that there's two others in there. Ghost and Iris. Hi, Ghost. I did not want Ghost leaving because he will live up to his name if I'm not careful. Okay, come on, Ghost. Hi. He's like, I want out, Mom. I'll just go ahead and do it. Okay. He's looking better, but I now have him on not only the Doxy, but in an hour I will give him Clavamox. There you go. Whoop, you can go. Okay, so now there's Penny and Iris. Iris is up in her perch. She does not make this easy. Oh, Deb sent it. Thank you, Deb. That was very sweet. Very kind. Who won it? Let's see here. Brenda Dangle. Brenda Dangle got the super fan. Oh. Okay. Ghost. All right. This is Iris. She really does not make things easy for me. Oops, sorry. Okay. All right. I need to make sure I write down on the to-do list to take the garbage and recycling up to the curb. And then, of course, doing the litter boxes. As it is, trying to do all of this is killing me. Okay. That one's Penny's. Oh, Iris, I need to weigh her, but I knew her GS amount is not going to be any different. Same with Aphrodite. So I need to weigh her. Holy crap. Okay. Let's see if I can get it. Get her. Hi, darling. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Not my idea of a good time either. Hold on. Hold on. Good God, girl. I am trying so hard on this. Hold on. Okay. I gotta do it this way. Okay, hold up. There. There's that. There. Mm-hmm. Oh. 4350. Good enough. 4350. Uh-huh. Oh. Iris, Penny, and Aphrodite all have to have their weights checked periodically, and just to make sure they're gaining weight and they're doing well, especially Penny since she's a kitten. But good God, it was hot in there. But I really don't need to write down their names on here because I know Iris is 4 kilograms plus some. Aphrodite is 3 kilograms plus some. Penny is 2 kilograms plus some. How old is Penny? She's 6 months. So, Penny, I need to see what hers was. Aphrodite. Technically, Aphrodite can go in. I should have been able to give it to her before, but I didn't.
And Raven Zaleski Hardhands, hello there.
Aphrodite is still 2 mil. Dude,
At Caitlin Warhol.
you're funny. Okay, Penny. Just being in my leg pocket, this got really warm, and it should not get warm, so be careful ever putting medications in your pockets. I will be right back. Hi, hon.
I have a cat that looks like she's about 4 months old. She is going to be 7 at the end of this year.
Oh, I washed my slippers. I can put my slippers back on. Yay! Okay, Penny. I want to make Aphrodite last.
Sharp, you better handle it.
Mm-hmm. Cut on my hand is healing up well, finally. Took forever. Okay, so she was 1.2.
That good.
Today's the 23rd. This thing had restarted on me again, which erased some of the days. 4.350. So pretty soon Iris is going to be topped out at her weight, which is going to be kind of nice. Okay. Penny. Sagan. Let's go find Penny. A hunting we will go, a hunting we will go. Looking for a penny, oh, a hunting we will go. So she was 1.2. And before she was 2.355. Yeah, she should still be 1.2. 23. How much does she have to be paid? So yeah. 0.355, that was a couple of days ago. 2.355. Okay, 2.5. If she's anything over 2.5, I don't think she's going to be, but I'm going to say 2 point question mark. Anything over 2.5, she will be need to be bumped up, but I don't think she will. We'll see. But she's still a kitten. She could have gained it. Oh, I'm not going to call her because then she's going to hide even harder. Oh, golly. Where? I couldn't find her after 3:30, 4 o'clock. She was following me around. Oh, found her. Woohoo! Okay. That was unexpected. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Boop. Ooh, close. Hold on. 2.43. I'll put you back in there for now. 2.43. One, 2. Oh, she's she was like, nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna sneak out the window. That was too cute. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go up here because she does not like this one bit. There's a penny. I have her on her back feet. I'm holding her up by her scruff. Her feet should always be supported. She's gonna be like, meh. Shoot, I just dropped that. The last thing I want is for the other kittens to have plastic. So I'm gonna hurry this up now. Oh, geez. Okay, so it's not detrimentally important. Kind of sucks, but there. Oh, there we go. I was too distracted with trying to pick this up. I didn't want them eating plastic. And some of them will take it and haul ass with it. Okay, now then. Rubber gloves, Aphrodite. And hi. Did you just pee? There's a little frog. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Okay. I'm going to help her out real quick. Okay. I'm going to move you. Here we go. Okay. Well, you moved yourself. There you go. I know. You're not one. She thinks she's going to get a bath. She's going to need a bath soon. I know that. It's been a while. For her, she usually, if she doesn't roll into her poop on accident, she still will need a bath about every other week, just because she accidentally rolls into her pee. And that's just part of being severely CH, I figure. I I sure hope I wrote down. Oh, good, I did. That's garbage. Okay, and her GS medicine should have been the same. She won't exceed more than 2.
And Holly Carter, 367, a kitten named Chef.
A kitten named Chef.
1234.
Um,
You mean the ginger kitty? She has a hip.
1.664. Four, 3, yellow.
And Holly Carter, 367. No problem. I hope you are having a good day.
Hello, Shar and everyone.
Hello.
And Holly Carter, 367, she has ringworm, so she doesn't want to touch her while she's working on other cats.
Okay, Aphrodite.
Good afternoon.
Can we see, please see Chef? In a few. Yeah. That and the fact that she's, oh yeah, she is awake, but. Okay.
And Holly Carter, 367, shall be shown in a limited here.
Whoops. Doggone it, there we go. Okay. So, I'm going to say this over and over again. If you want to be a great supporter here, an awesome kitten crusader, if you will. First of all, how to be a kitten crusader. Throw out a heart me. Join our team. And if you want to help us out,
And Holly Carter,
go to Cube of Twos, switch those around. You'll figure out what I'm talking about. And just watch any video that is 3 minutes or longer. 3 minutes or longer. I'm trying to get partnered over there, and that's important for what I do. Yeah, let's go to Aphrodite. Oh, jeez, I almost forgot the gloves.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna start doing things the right way now. Yesterday I made the mistake of doing this. Okay. All right.
Don't forget you wonderful slipper.
Yeah, I just realized that too. That's why I grabbed these. I'm going, I'm just going to go ahead and get them. Got to get slippers. I'm going to have to do this in 2 different
and Sarah B.
loads.
Red Large Square, congratulations on reaching a new member level.
Woohoo! Congrats! My poor snippers. I'm gonna need new ones. I think I have another pair somewhere. I know I've got a gray pair. I don't know what happened to that gray pair.
My
Okay.
grandma has the same hair as yours.
Your grandma? Thank you, Blueberry. You know why I wear these specific ones, besides the fact that they're cheap during Christmas time? They don't have a lot of people like their slippers to have those hard soles so they can go outdoors too. No, I can't have them.
No, lady. Hello there.
I cannot wear anything that has
Sherry.
a hard bottom.
Hello there.
Otherwise, I can't feel when I'm stepping on a kitty that just decided to zoom underneath me. What the hell? Critical Care Kitten Coalition. Yep. Now you're going to deal with it. Chances are it's going to ring again from a different number. I'm not going to answer it. Telemarketers trying to figure out what phone numbers are active. Waste my time.
Lovely telemarketers. Hi, Sean.
Okay, when Shy Boy gets done eating his snack, is it too much to ask for him to pick it up and put it in the sink? Come on, man, don't be so lazy.
And Penny Anna, hi there.
Hey, Penny Anda. Okay. This is the bleach water solution. I get to do her too, so after I get done with Aphrodite, I'm going to be doing hers because as much as I would like to just go ahead and do it now, she's kind of asleep. Okay, and I fed her close to 9, so it'll be noon when I feed her again. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go a half cupful of bleach to 5 full capfuls of water. Hey, I didn't get a violation for saying that other thing. Cool. That's shocking.
Where's all our tests? Let's do it.
Okay. There is my bleach water to wash down her thing, her cage thing.
Mods, do you see that comment?
And energy for you can do and hope you're doing well.
Mobs, do you see what comment?
Someone said he is rude.
And Caitlin Ward, you too.
Oh, you know what? Blueberry, keep up. They're talking about Shy Boy, or, you know, Hercules, because he didn't pick up his plate to put it in the sink after he was done. Okay, Mods caught the comment. It wasn't even, no. It was funny.
Lol,
It was
I can't
funny.
tap much. I'm working.
Tell
Sorry,
it.
my bad.
No, that's funny. But anyways, yeah, it's just, yeah. If nothing else, scroll back up and see what they're talking about first before you, oh my god, kind of thing. All right, got this. And I've got 1 set, 2 set. Let me get 3 because I usually forget something. Excuse me. I know. Whiner. Little whiner. Okay.
I hope you're doing well today, Sean.
I'm tired as heck. I'm good. I just down the rest of that coffee. I'm hopefully going to feel it soon. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. It's been so hard since she arrived, but you know, it is what it is. It's one thing to have to get up you know, every few hours. It's supposed to be spreading apart, but it went from spread, you know, having to get up in every couple of hours to it spreading out to now narrows back down. That throws me. Okay. There's this. I'm gonna grab these.
Chef is worth it.
Oh no, 100%. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
I don't blame you. You're doing awesome.
Okay, where's my? Oh, there it is. Let's see. He focuses on the list, so I've got to make sure I've got other things in here on the list. And right now, he's focusing on the Olympus room. Oh crap.
Is dinner today?
Yeah. Thank God.
So happy you had help today. Heart, heart, heart.
Mondays I usually do. In fact, Mondays are almost like everybody's here. It's wild.
Hi, Penny. Good to see you out and about.
She's been playing.
Somebody peed on the floor and baseboard.
That's shocking.
Thanos' cage.
Hey, Kitten.
Hello.
I can almost guarantee it is Apollo. It's not Thanos.
Hello.
There's that keypad that's on that picture. That needs to be switched out if you didn't do that already.
Nah, I've just been up here. I've been bleached,
Oh.
hot water bleaching the cages and kennels and
Yeah, I get it.
floor, and then I
didn't get to that
Saw-
yesterday
no, I
because
saw
I had
it.
that drop in. I was like,
saw that freaking thing. They did it again. I was like, dang.
yeah, it's every day.
You know how they got like padded walls in the asylums?
Yeah.
We should just make a giant pee pad wall.
Yeah, I wish, but
It'd be
done-
expensive.
God, it would be expensive, and it would be. It's a lot of work just to keep those up.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Especially when Char isn't live.
Huh? Does Joan? Oh yeah, Joan still comes over. Yep, comes over here at 2 p.m. So she'll be here definitely when I'm not live. She'll be here in about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours. But yeah, she comes here still. Unless if something happened, and then she always lets me know. Ah, there we go. So I'm just trying to. I was keeping up with. We're trying to keep up with this. Italiano, what's in my hood? It's a kitten. I'll be showing her in just a few. I was just trying to make sure I'm writing down things in order. Because, oh, dishes. Duh. I'm going to cover that up with dishes. Oh, that was the other thing. Uh-huh.
At Italiana, her name is Chef the Kitten.
At thee believe, yes, she tends to come in the window of time where Char's not online.
Ah! Darn it. I'm making sure I'm not getting any other actual text messages. Take garbage and recycling to street. I gotta have him do that before he leaves. Otherwise, I have to do that. And that does not feel great on my knee that's already wanting to say, piss off. Okay. Got that. Let's go. 46%. I think this one's gonna be fine. Yeah, 89. All right. Have laundry on the list. Oh, bedding. I gotta grab the beds. Gotta grab the beds. Okay, Aphrodite, darling. Aphrodite, my darling. Okay. Oh. There you go. You can watch Aphrodite right here. She's a sweet girl. She used to be feral. She's chillax now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, if it's somebody at the door that's asking to have a walkthrough, I would probably leave it. This is the pantry slash laundry room. Keep it locked. What's over there? Some of that food, cat food is in here. This is normally where this room is, but right now I'm just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, the whole place is kind of a bit chaotic in my mind, but This is the ICU, which is still under construction again. The cameras are turned.
Lock this?
Yeah, it's so just silly. It doesn't have to be fully locked. What I do is I'll just do that. If I'm leaving it for good, you click it. But it's such a pain in the butt that I just do that. Otherwise, Teddy will bolt his way through here. It's like, stop that. This is the dungeon. It's just because there's no windows. They have tri-trick, and which is highly contagious to other cats, not to humans. And so I kind of make sure I have the respective bags this way. She did have ringworm. She does have feline infectious peritonitis. It's not contagious. I did a deep.
Is the ringworm?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And not only is it contagious, it is unbiased to any species. As long as it has hair, even to humans.
Yeah.
100%. So that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing footies because of there. Every day I come in here, I don't expect volunteers to do this unless they feel comfortable.
Right.
Trey, you asked if your wallet is in here. No, it's not. I didn't see it yesterday either, and I didn't look through. Hopefully it's somewhere in the car. I did a DTM test on her on 3/17, St. Patty's Day. It still has been completely negative. I'm expecting it to be negative, but it takes 2 weeks for the DTM to fully mature to show whether or not whether she still has that fungus. I'm expecting it to be no. But again, I'm usually the only one that comes in here to do this. But this is why I don't care if a volunteer does, because I've been so adamant about anytime I get ringworm in here. When we get kittens with ringworm or kitties with ringworm, I am incredibly cautious about it. Every day, everything gets wiped down, including this and that, everything. They get a new bed, there's the beds. New bed, hence the garbage sacks. The beds, the one that they're on goes in the garbage sack, that goes into the laundry room, and I wash it into a sterilization cycle. And I almost forgot. I need to get a paper towel. I'm looking to see, do we have one in here? I don't. I have it in there, and I'm not going to go in there yet. She had it on her tail. I'm going to grab a paper towel out quick. Yesterday I had somebody come knocking on the door, and I was like, can I help you? They saw, this is not the first time that this has happened. I don't know how to get this off of Google Maps. They said, we saw your place on Google Maps and wanted to come and meet the kitties that you have for adoption.
Oh.
This one actually ended up as an adoption. That's rare. But I've only done it once. I don't like doing that because it takes so much time out of my day, and I've got a routine, and I'd rather know when adopters are planning on coming over. This girl was feral. She had been horribly treated. She was part of the 15. Hold on, I know. She was part of the 15 that my husband and I trapped back in July. And she was also pregnant, so some of the kittens that you see running around here that are a few months old now are hers.
What parts did you find them in?
What,
You said they were feral.
Yeah, they were, it was at a guy's house who was partaking in extracurricular pharmaceuticals and had passed away. And he was a hoarder of cats, and he had just let them, they were all outdoors, none of them were really tended to, and yeah, they all had coccidia. And Now, a total of 3 of them have come down with FIP. Hopefully, that's going to be the end of it. But 2 of them was after they had been here for months, after they had kittens. It was when the kittens started getting adopted. That was the stressor that made it genetically mutate, is my guess, but you never know what can stress a cat.
Are you a vet?
No, I'm a subject matter expert in neonates, not in cats. Cats are like aliens. Their bodies do some fun, weird things.
Oh.
Excuse me. There you go. No, I work with several different vets, though.
Oh, okay.
And I love to ask them questions. I have a great relationship with these guys. Anywhere from here in Lacey all the way down to, I want to say Battleground, that's not it. Crud. Near Rochester. Grand Mound. I don't know why I get those two. Yeah, kicking butt. Anyways. So most of the time, depending on what the situation is, the vets will trust what I already know is the issue. They might still want to, by law, they still have to do their due diligence to see the kitty, and if it's, if more than one's affected, then they'll at least help me out by doing a group kind of prescription, like with Ringworm. These are the garbage cans for the litter, anything on the floor, the syringes, if it's needed. And this. There we go. The last volunteer yesterday, I'll deal with. You're gonna be upset with me, sorry, Dad. I have the litter pans pushed up, and people think that that's just wrong, so it's all the way up to the door. They're like, well, no, then they can't get in. Oh, no, they can get in. They have no problem getting in, unless they are super sick.
Yeah.
But I know that that's not the case with her. I know where she came from, and every one of them that came from there does the same thing. What is that? If you push it back, they hang their butts over the opening there, and then they go to the bathroom. And they will also kick it out to do that on the floor. So if you have it all the way up, one, they don't hang their butts over, and they don't kick it out.
I've never seen a cat do that.
I've seen it too many times when it comes to those that are community cats, ferals, and whatnot.
How funny.
Yeah,
That's
not
wild.
really.
Yeah, not when you gotta clean it up.
Not when you gotta clean it up every freaking day. And I refuse to let it sit for any length of time. They deserve to be treated with much more respect than that. So every day, like, come here, clean it up, let's go. And then I realized that, hey, let's just flip it. Let's just move it forward and see if that helps. It did. It resolved the issue. But then, new people come in and they're like, oh, I'm sure that's not the way. It must have moved or what. No. There's a method to my madness. I will deal with that in a second. All right. So over here, guys, if you are asking questions, either you can ask again once I can give you my full attention, or watch the mods, because the mods will actually explain it too, because they've been around here for more than a minute. I know, you don't know her, but that's okay, sweetheart. She is not a threat. She's going to eventually learn from me that if I bring somebody in, that should be good enough. And I've seen it where they will flip, where that knowledge all of a sudden hits them, going, oh, okay.
Most cats, I expect them to be standoffish. They're just like, kind of part of their nature.
Standoffish is one thing. She goes on guard, just like some of them. And the on guard is what I expect to see kind of start to lessen. But she's still, even though she's been here since July, and I helped her deliver her babies and everything, and she's still just a little bit too on guardish. But I don't know how long she's going to be in here. I'm hoping to try to give her another shot once the DTM tray comes back negative. The thing is that she needs her FIP medication on a daily, and if she hides, yeah, then we can't do that, and she will end up back in here. But this has been a great way for her and I to get to know each other.
Is it a big transition for a feral cat that's only used to being outside? All of a sudden have to stay inside?
To stay inside, I would say it'd be a very stressful transition, yeah. But even more so, they don't know you as a person, let alone this, what the fuck.
Right.
So there isn't that difference, but my goal is to get them to not only embrace it, but enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I do have a Catio for them to go out to.
Oh, that's good.
And so eventually they will find their way out there. Then they get to find their way literally out there. Some of them it takes a bit. Because there is a pet door that goes out there, but some of them are going, I don't know how you did that. That was magical, man. I want to see that. You can just kind of hear it. Now, I'm not too concerned about this part of it because I've been cleaning all of this whole time. So I just kind of skim over this occasionally. I don't sit there and dwell on this part of it because, yes, fungus can go anywhere. But by the time I saw that she's clear, it doesn't glow, I'm going, okay, let's do the DTM tray. And that part I was just like, nah. Since it's just her and I'm not too overly concerned on it right now and nobody else is in here. And this is bleach water, by the way. So, I doubt you won't need any more, but I'll leave it for a moment. Here's door, toys, bed. Her, this one. This door, this one's, I hate this cage actually, but this one's broken. But the bottom isn't. I know. So, oops. Nobody was, well, somebody was at the bottom, but no longer. And that was Iris. Iris is now running around. She also has FIP. FIP. It was, I did not like the fact that Iris was underneath her, but then switching them wasn't necessarily a good possibility either. So I was just like, I'm just going to leave it and work my ass off.
So is there like a minimum expectation for volunteering? You sound kind of surprised that I had signed up for one shift. But,
No, there wasn't.
okay. But
No.
I hadn't read anything online about expected. Okay.
No, it's up to you on that. I'm appreciative of anything. Trust you me, because underneath this tough exterior is a freaking knee brace because I'm breaking down.
So how many volunteers do you have?
That all depends. I will go in waves. Right now I'm not going to worry too much about all of this. I know a lot of this is freaking litter. And that was just from yesterday when that happened. But anyways, the I would have to look. I have a board out there on the stairwell, and those that are wanting to volunteer again can put their name on the board in the time slot. I've got a legend up there too of what colors to use because I use like I think it's pink for the vet appointments. I forget the colors because I follow my own legend. That's it. But Ken right now comes here twice a week, but he also will stay for. He's a powerhouse. He'll stay until noon. He comes here at 8 and he'll stay till noon. And yeah, he's right now just cleaning the heck out of the Mount Olympus room. And he let me know today that they will most likely be moving out of state very soon. I'm going, I get it.
Yeah.
But he was not happy either. But it sounds like his wife's relocating. Her job's relocating, I should say. Upstairs is the name of the rooms change. Hopefully they will change semi soon because it's like, God. It's the Harry Potter room.
I was ordering food from our usual place for the big meeting. My
What?
said, please God, no.
Oh, okay. That was a reminder. I'm going, what reminder did I just like totally forget? Okay. But there's a Harry Potter room. Harry Potter himself isn't out and about the house. But everybody in there's got a name that's a spoof off of Harry Potter. There's Ravenmaw, Hufflescruff, Griffin, Roar, and Tumbledore. Tumbledore has cerebellar hypoplasia. She's a high stepper. And she should not be shy, nor should Harry Potter. Well, that was interesting. Okay, there's that one, there's that one. Huh. Those two. I wonder where this thing came from then. Wow. And the Mount Olympus room. Mount Olympus room was part of hers. Mm-hmm. Now, when I saw that she was getting stressed from her babies, and she was just like, nah, her and another one named Persephone, who's a Siamese. I went ahead and put them back into the Mount Olympus room. I think that was the main stressor with this one. Because once I let her back out, because I was like, let's put you back in the nursery. You don't seem to be doing that well. She was not doing well. She was doing horribly bad. It was because she was already feeling bad. Iris was not doing well also, almost exactly the same time. She was like a week out different. Iris had to have a blood transfusion. She was really, her I'm going to say it wrong again, hemocratic levels, it's what makes up the red blood cell count, should be no less than 30. And if it's less than 30, that's the low side. Anything in the teens, especially 18, 15, pretty much, wow, that's dangerous. Blue Pearl will say anything under 13. So Iris's was 9.9. She had to have a blood transfusion. She wasn't going to survive. She was in her, 21, I think it was. And Penny, who's a little ginger that's probably going to steal your heart, hers was 14.1. I opted not to do the blood transfusion on Penny because even Blue Pearl was like, you can. So I thought, let's just do what we normally do when it comes to serious issues and double up on the GS medication. just see what happens and check her blood every week. And she's now at, well, almost 2 weeks ago, right, guys? She was at 21, so she's raising up there, but it's slower. I almost pointed to her. Iris was almost instantaneously better because she's using somebody else's blood to help hers. So that's the first time I've had to have a blood transfusion done on a cat. It was super incredible. It was inspiring that Blue Pearl has that program. And now they don't keep the blood there. What they do is they have donors set up already. And those donors are generally going to be employees who are volunteering their cats. And their cats have been blood typed, they've been checked out, all their vaccinations are done and continued there. They have to be a certain weight. There's this criteria. And then, of course, they have to answer the call when it's needed. So, am I worried about her getting ringworm? No, I'm not. Just because she actually came in with ringworm with no immune system to fight it. Am I worried about getting ringworm? No, I have an immune system that will fight it. I've only received it one time, and that was when I got a claw mark in the chest. But, do you know much about ringworm?
I don't, just from what I
Lot
just read real quick online.
Yeah, and some of it is so bad because it's ridiculous. I have a guide on it that I put together on how to treat it and how to deal with it. We see ringworm a lot, so if you're worried about, do you have pets?
I don't.
Okay. If you, I always say if you have pets, maybe not ever do a contagion room because I don't want somebody taking home something to their cats.
But I'm around, my family, my kids have pets, so
Well,
I'm
okay.
around them.
Around them is one thing, but by the time that you're around them, unless they live with you, and even still, if they live with you, it still wouldn't really matter unless you're really irresponsible.
Okay.
Because I actually have full dress garb. It's hot as hell, but where the surgery suits from back when COVID really was a big thing. Still kind of is, but not like it does. Yeah, you can wear that, all of this. Just washing your hands, being smart. But ringworm's a fungus. So many people think it's a parasite, and it's not. The actual name is tinea, and then there's different strains of it. But what it causes is a skin infection. It eats off hair and nails. And so when it starts to eat off hair and nails, what happens is it causes the hair to almost kind of expand in certain areas. That gives it a canoe look. That canoe look will make it kind of glow. And then if it has if under a microscope, if you see a more of a cigar shape, a low oval, that kind won't actually glow. If it's just beginning, it won't glow. Once it starts getting into the skin infection, it generally will, depending on the strain. The strains here in Washington are predominantly the kind that do glow. Way rarer is it the kind that doesn't. Okay, I'll just set it here for now. I always get backwards. I have dealt with ringworm for so many years that it doesn't trip me out. It used to, doesn't now. But it does make me hyper vigilant about making sure it is contained in the rooms that they are in. I don't want it throughout the whole place. Otherwise, I'm just like every other rescue. And I don't want it to be to the point where I'm shut down for months. And I never will make the decision to euthanize just because of ringworm. And a lot of rescues will. they'll euthanize the entire litter if one comes in with it.
Wow.
And it's sad because it's treatable. But it'll knock out, it'll start, and she was 3 days old when she came here. She didn't have an immune system. So where she picked up from, not a clue. It wasn't here, I guarantee that. She stayed in the brooder that's out there up until 2 days ago, which is when she stopped eating because of constipation. She's been constipated since almost day one. I don't know what's going on. I might have to take her in to have her tail. If it doesn't start to resolve, I'm going to have her x-rayed to see if her tail is okay. Yeah.
So, how many total cats do you have?
35.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 35 cats and kittens. Not all of them are available for adoption. Most of them are. They're all listed, those that are listed on Pet Finder. One of them that even is not just got adopted yesterday. I normally do not do pre-adoptions. But when I saw... No, don't do it. When I saw what happened between the human and the kitty, I was like, how can I ignore that? There was such a relationship. It was like, wow. He asked if he could open the cage. And I was like, yeah, sure. Now, this has never happened between myself and this kitty. But he came busting out of there and gave him a hug.
Oh.
I was like, that was sweet.
You know.
Come on. Gosh, dang it. I hate it when those... All of this wasn't here. But it was because that litter box was moved. I hate having to go behind people and micromanage. Did you do it right? So I didn't. And this is what happens when I try not to micromanage. If I had the time to micromanage, I'd probably have the time to do it myself. Don't do that. Doggone it. Okay. It's always a balancing act, damn it. There. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. And I've got to make sure I can also get her fed around noon, so I've got to kind of start kicking into gear. Anyways, yeah, the guy's name is Pierce, the one that's pre-adopted now. He was just neutered. The only reason why he's sticking around right now is because he still needs to be fully vaccinated. I told them that I will allow them to pick him up next Sunday after he gets his second vax, but they are going to be required, otherwise I will hunt them down and reclaim the kitty. Required to bring him back by such and such date to get the third vax. He's already, like I said, he's already been neutered, but he also received his, he's been dewormed, microchipped, and he's received his rabies vaccination. But he is super friendly.
And you do the vaccines here?
I do everything but the rabies vaccine here. Rabies is required to be done by a licensed veterinarian because they have to have a certificate. So if somebody accuses you of, you know, oh, your cat bit me and I was scared I've got rabies. Well, the only way to test to see if they have rabies, and courts have been known to do this, to require, you know, hand them over so they can be tested. They'll wait the test, requires brain matter. Brain matter requires them to be euthanized. So even though they're going to test negative, what's going to happen is you're not going to get your cat back. So, but if you have that certificate stating that it was done by a licensed vet, you don't even have to go through that. It stops it right there. Now then, the core vaccinations are different, but nobody's going to accuse you, oh no, I'm going to get panleukopenia, a virus that is specifically and only to cats. Unless you're a raccoon or wildlife, that's different.
And how long have you been doing this?
I started off as a foster.
Oh.
And kind of just started learning different things here and there, and especially about the medical side of things, because I'm going, you know, I don't want to just have the fluffy ones. Give me something that, you know, where you normally don't have a foster for. And panleukopenia has a 90% mortality rate, which was just a challenge to me. So I'm going, yeah. First time I faced panleuc was a nightmare. And then I also realized that it has a 90% mortality rate. And then I also realized or learned that with that, most rescues are going to euthanize them because they think that they're putting them out of their misery. Yes and no. Would you euthanize a kid for the stomach flu? It's a stomach flu. It's literally a stomach virus. Same with parvovirus for dogs. Fun fact is, if you bury an animal, you guys, if you bury an animal that has had either one of those, you could actually contaminate not only the earth, but it can contaminate the water source that's underneath it possibly, and all wildlife can catch both of those. Even though it's specific to dogs, that's just for domestics. So, it's important to respect the virus, but kick its ass. So, I've learned how to deal with that, and it's primarily with sub-Q fluids and learning how to tube feed, because they have to have the nutrition to keep their strength up to fight it. And anytime that you're dealing with a virus, something like that, then you've got to also bump up how much sub-Q fluids they can get within a 24-hour period. Again, I've talked to so many vets. I've got a guide on that. It's free of charge on my website, and I say that like that because rescues and shelters watch me too. Why sit there and euthanize them? Just try to deal with it, but it is highly contagious to other kitties. But it's not airborne. It's through puke and poop. So, because they tend to get diarrhea and or vomiting. Usually you see both. Not always though, because that virus likes to morph itself. It's irritating. It's also irritating when I will be dealing with this once she's out. Otherwise it's just, why? Nobody's there. We got an official information for Teddy to have. Oh, good. And Teddy is now going to be officially adopted. So there's 2. So soon we'll be down to 33. Okay. This will end up getting dumped. You're fine. I've just got to do this quick area. And this is why I'm wearing the footies. Not necessarily here, but back over here. Okay. And hey guys. Okay. Here. So, yay. Exactly. Teddy is going to be gravely missed. I love him, but he's going to have his very own home. Into the dungeon we go. All right. This is Catio and Athena. They are gorgeous Amazonians. They are huge. this is why I have the footings on. Now, am I worried about the baby getting this? No, because I'm not going to have her wallowing around in poop. This that I'm digging out actually is already sealed in the litter. And I'm also holding her even closer to me. I've been treating them since September. Tritrichomonas is a GI parasite that can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years to get rid of. And it causes total liquid, liquid poop. To the point where they will just be walking and it just ekes out of them.
And that's why they're in here.
Yep. Yeah, because when that first started, oh my god, it was like a poop murder scene. There's no actual treatment through a veterinarian. It's approved through the FDA anymore to treat cats with. The only medication that actually worked was ranitazole. Ironically, you can still get ranitazole, just not for cats through a vet. Now, why? I have no clue. Nobody can give me a straight answer on that one. So, I still get ranitazole, and right now, I just finished a 3rd round of it with them. I treated them 3 days, every 2 weeks. You guys just dumped that, didn't you? Specifically, that would be Athena. Yeah. Yeah, and their poop is, and by the way, I'm also forgetting to add, I add psyllium husk to their foods only.
Oh.
And that is, you gotta get the food in here quickly, otherwise it starts doing its job. And I like to make sure everybody always has fresh water, and it being, their water fountains are all full and everything, and it's clean. But with them, because of the psyllium husk, they drink a lot more than the others.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I've got to be mindful of that. Now, the way the tri-trick works, if it's just a little bit of poo on the floor and it dries, usually it dies off within a few hours. If there's a clump of it and it's still pliable at all, that's when it will be, hi, no. I forgot to switch. Hold on. No. You stay right there. Otherwise I'm going to put you down in there. Hold on. This is the first time I've tried doing this with her. Of course she's going to wake up right then. If it's still pliable, that's when the parasite is still active. Otherwise it can take a few, until it dries out. Basically it's going to be still alive in there. No, hold on, no. I'm going to do this. No, hi, okay. Just go right there. Just go right there, hold on. Let me finish this up, and then we'll be back, and I'm going to put you in your brooder, and that's all there is to it. There. I was hoping you were going to stay asleep the entire time. It really, really was. Brat. Okay. Every few days I take the brooms out from both of these rooms and sterilize them. So if you see them outside, that's why.
I didn't see much out here.
Yeah, that's why. I need to remember to put those away, but I get outside so often. No, I don't. No, I have no life. I do not leave much hardly. If I do, one time I left, this was like a week or so ago, I left while a volunteer was here. I seriously don't know what happened. She couldn't explain exactly what happened. But I get a call almost immediately after I left. I was just gonna run to Costco to grab some bleach. And she calls and says that a cat got its nail caught in a cart out there, and it started acting real erratic because it was freaking out. And then Catnip Kathy, one of the kittens, thought, "Oh, you're in distress? Let me kick your ass." So she jumped in and started fighting with it. I don't know why she did that. That's what I was told. And the volunteer tried helping the whole situation and got bit and scratched and everything else. And I was like, oh my Lanta, this is what happens when I leave just for minutes.
Yeah. That's wild.
Usually I'm fearful about leaving for any length of time in case somebody growls, not gets themselves hung up on something. It was crazy. Very wild. There. Now I can put those there. And then they have a freaking party and they move them all over the place to wherever they want. Yeah, that was kind of funny. So when I say I never leave, I really don't leave that often because I don't want something weird to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really weird.
Yeah. So by the time you got home, the cat
They were all fine. I have no idea. I saw her arm and I was like,
unhooked
ouch.
itself.
Yeah, he didn't. He got himself out of it. She couldn't even identify which cat it was. She was very much in high. She was a bit tripped about it. I'm going, okay, all right. Because she said it was a white cat. I'm going, a white cat. You're telling me Snowball caught his finger, his nails caught? And she goes, I don't know which one Snowball was. I'm going, wow, okay. So was it all white? No. Okay. So I had to ask a few questions just so I could go and check out which cat it was. Yeah, from what I gathered, it was Harry Potter or Dobby, and both of them were perfectly fine. I have no clue what happened. Girl, really? Thanks. And if you're not careful with plastic bags, like garbage sacks, cats will start chewing on them.
Oh, really?
Yep. Irritates me. This is me being uber ridiculously cautious with everything on it. It does not have poop on it, and if it did, it would probably be dried. When it first started, it was wet, which is when I started being uberly over conscious about it. But when this first started, I also was having to come in here and wash the floors every freaking day. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know, honey. Hold on. You'll see pieces of tape on the water fountains and the litter boxes. Oh, yeah. That's when the filters were last changed, or on the litter boxes, that's when I did the last thorough dump and sterilization of it. And if it gets to a month, generally, that's when I do a full cleaning of it. With the litter, it's a definite full cleaning. With the litter, with these water fountains, I usually just wash these off and get them cleaned out. I'll take the the filter out and wash that off as well. But once it hits that 1 month mark, or earlier, depending, I will then do a complete clean, which is take every little nook and cranny piece apart, because this thing comes apart pretty incredibly, and change out the filters and everything. But otherwise, I just make sure this is all cleaned off, and sometimes I'll take it out to the kitchen and clean it under there. But it's just a matter of right now making sure it's all nice and clean. Oh, and my water fountain, the temps in my water, the hot water tank is set to an extreme amount, so be careful. I should have had you wash your hands when you first came in. I totally spaced on that because I forgot about a lot of things. I always turn these off before I start working on them. But yeah, the hot water tank is set super high. If you're not careful, it will scald you. It will scald you bad. So I usually start about midway and then work it way back to the cold. And that's still gonna be pretty warm. Okay, girls, you're good? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Okay, all right. All right, come on, guys. Now then, this is the trick that I always have to deal with. Okay, this is fine.
With Starkland, a sectional dresser from IKEA.
Are you filming?
I am live on TikTok and YouTube
Store it in stock. Shop bedroom storage at IKEA.us/bedroom storage.
because I am an educational channel.
Oh, okay.
And in the afternoons, I battle. That's how I get a lot of the money that we get.
Really?
Depending on when in the kitten season it is, I don't have a ton of time for TNR. I've been trying to do a little bit more than I have in the past. But because I don't do a whole lot of focus on it, I'm not eligible for a lot of grants. Which is why I've been trying to.
I'm Lynn.
I was gonna say,
Nice.
Lynn, Ken, Lynn.
Nice to meet you.
There you go.
Oh,
I need to wash hands. Clean it up real quick. That big guy right there, he's one of mine. Big black cat, and then there's another one that looks like a lion. It's a black one. He's also one of mine. Behind you.
Does this come off, Sean?
Yes.
I'll make sure I'm not breaking something.
No, you're good.
Oh, wow, yeah, it comes off easy.
Yeah, it comes off.
Yeah, I
and
just
then-
want to make sure I didn't break it, you know?
And then the tube also pops apart.
Nice.
Let me wash my hands right quick.
Brush in there.
Oh, no, what do you do? Not kidding.
Oh, wow, nice. And is this filter change or is it clean and just clean?
That's
just
just
rinse it off good?
Yeah. Okay, there you go. I know. I should have two sinks, but I don't. That would actually make a little bit more sense than not necessarily. Okay,
We're
little
making
girl,
it work.
you back in here. Come on, Sharon. She gets fed in a half hour.
And Dizzy Daisy, hi.
Lynn, here is this little girl. There we go. 280 grams now, she's 87. She's yeah. She's been a fun one.
Hello.
That whole brooder I'll wipe down also. I keep it just because she can thermoregulate now. When the babies are born, they cannot see, they can't hear, they have no way to thermoregulate. They are so dependent on mom. They can't even pee or poop on their own, not until they're about 4 or 5 weeks of age when they start really walking. Right now, she's crawling. When they're first born, they crawl. Some people mistake that as a walk. It's not a walk. Now then, now that I've done that, oh, before you leave, can you take the garbage? And it's like, oh, bless you. I've really feared having to deal with that. I'll show you the rest of the place now that we're out of there. This is Penny. This is our Penny, our youngest FIP right now.
What a cutie.
Boop. She came here from.
Tiny.
She's a bit smaller than the normal kitties because she also had panleukopenia back in October. So she's the reason. She came here because of that. Summit Veterinary ER called me and said, "Hey, we got a kitten with panleuk. Can you shake her?" Okay. That's Teddy. He's the one that's going to be adopted very, very soon. He's our Cyclops. Our current Cyclops. There is Frog. Hi. Frog has severe cerebellar hypoplasia.
Oh my
Wobbly cat syndrome. She is the epitome of the wobbly.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. It is severe. She almost has cerebellar aplasia, which means that the cerebellum did not, it's either extremely small or non-existent. Hers is really small, but not that tiny. So she doesn't walk. She can run. She can get into a fours position laying there in a loaf, and she can bolt in a run for a few seconds.
Really?
Yeah, but otherwise she hops, she flops. So her name is Frog. She can pee and poop on her own. This is set up specifically like this. This is her litter box. This whole thing. That's her bed. That's her guest bedroom right over there.
She can't get to a litter box.
Right. She can't use a proper litter box. The bed that's there is next to her water fountain because she gets up there to get to the water fountain. Food, obviously. I have to clean this up anytime I'm about ready to let out Snowball, which I can do. I should have
Do
consolidated.
other cats hop in there?
Yep, that's why her 1-year birthday present was the tree. So she can do anything at the bottom. They can take advantage of the top. She has a guest bedroom for them. She will sit and, chill out over there too. It's kind of funny.
Wild.
She has that little
Other than that,
cubby
she looks
area.
Just normal.
Oh, she
you
is.
know?
She is. She loves to be loved. She loves to be held. She does not like baths. She needs them often, unfortunately, but the only reason why I give a cat a bath is for fleas, fungus, or filth, and with her, it is filth. For the fungus, that is ringworm. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Fleas is a given, but if they are over 6 weeks of age, they don't get a bath. If they're under, they get 3 baths, 3 days it's 1 bath a day for 3 days using Dawn dish soap and a flea comb, and it's fun. But after 6 weeks, they get revolution, so knocks them out. So there you go. And then there's our newest guy, Piers, who just got adopted yesterday. He is our hound. He will eat everything. I mean,
He's a big guy.
he's a big guy, and he's a sweetheart. He's in here for a 3-week quarantine. So you've got to be in here for 3 weeks before you come out, because otherwise, guess what? You could have colici and we don't know it. So, which is a bad idea that I just. Ken got sidetracked. This was Frog's. I've got to go. I'm going to wash my hands and go give Frog some food. Oh my gosh. Sidetracked.
Oh yeah. What? Who's that?
That's frogs. It was
Oh
on
damn!
top-
Oh yeah, I left it on top of. Freaking what's his name's
Pierce.
thing. Damn,
Yeah, let
Pierce.
me wash my
Damn
hands again because
damn
I
it.
was just scritching him out.
Poor
Like,
frog.
crap. So I'm gonna get her some.
Poor
more.
frog.
I know, right?
Should I
Just-
get a little? Should I feed it to her to help her?
Not that one. No, it's been out for too long. No,
Yeah.
no I'll get
Sorry.
her some. No, it's okay. I was
Dude,
just. I had
you
to
can
laugh.
tell. No, but you can tell like my brain is dry
Yeah. I get
right
it.
now. Like, have you ever seen me stump like shovel foot like that to keep them in? I've never done
No.
that. I've never done something stupid like that before, but because of the incidents yesterday, my brain is not where it should be right now.
I get it.
So yeah, my brain is
You're forgiven
all right. My
for
bad.
now.
My brain is not where it's supposed to be right now.
Oh, probably just look at me like, what? I don't get anything.
There's a thing in there, right? They told-
Yeah, remember we figured out that it was suffocating the water.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay,
Yeah,
I remember that
irritates the
now.
hell out of me because I
Because
spent money on
it
those
doesn't-
damn filters,
Yeah,
but
it
you
doesn't.
can't get them through it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so now I have to wash those often.
Gotcha.
Is that the one from up there?
This is the Olympus room.
It doesn't work like that, huh?
I know. I'm trying to remember how I did it. I'm trying to remember how I took it apart. I didn't take a picture.
Would you like some help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, when I have a new fountain,
Uh-huh.
I take a picture of how it was, but my brain's dry. Right now, it's dehydrated. So.
That's cute. It's almost Mickey Mouse. What the hell? What did you do?
I didn't do it. I mean,
That's funny. Sure you
it
did.
came
Mhm.
like that.
Right.
Must have been that hot ass water.
Right.
That's how I had it.
Okay.
Almost,
Yeah, it is.
almost.
Now.
Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. I can figure this part out. This goes.
Nope.
Yeah, with that, the knob selector switch. Okay.
Sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Damn it. Can't believe I wasted that food.
Okay. Remember when Sybil said less is more? Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yes, that's fine. What time? What time early in the morning? That's why I'm going. I don't like being with. Okay. I get your plan, but that I'm trying to help you out. But you're leaving me without, and I can't have that. Because if I have an emergency vet appointment, then I'm screwed. Okay. I just worry. Okay. Why don't we just have you pick it up first thing in the morning? That way it during the day is different. I can end up reaching out to Woody. During the night, not so easy, especially on a work week. So we could, you could swing by, pick it up first thing in the morning. That's fine. I'm probably going to be up feeding baby girl anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Chef. I have to get up with her all through the night, so yeah. Every few hours, every 3 hours right now. So, all right. Okay, I can't be on the phone for long because I'm live streaming on 2 different platforms. So we could have this conversation and a leisurely one tomorrow if you'd like. Plus, I have a new volunteer that's starting up that I'm having her follow me, okay? Love you too. Bye. That's funny. He had to say, less is more. Okay, love you. It's my son.
Oh, what at least he calls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He called, in fact, on top the fridge right over here. There's two fridges, by the way. This is my son. This is my, I hate to say it this way, but step grandson, because he's hers and with another gentleman from previous marriage. That is my grandson, but he is my grandson too. But that's my son. So yeah.
In addition to Ken,
Yeah.
have lit a new volunteer
Anyways,
here.
and that's one of my mods. So okay. Whew. Boop boop. Hi. Okay. Hi, frog. Okay, let's get you your breakfast. Nope, that's not gonna work. Sorry, guys. I'm just like fumbling all over the place. So I try to avoid any wet pee spots. Again, I clean this out every day. Every day I wash these. Oh, that's fun. I wash all of the blankets every day. Where are you? There you are. Focus on you. Take everything out, change it. And that's when she also has Zoomy time. Because she's like, woohoo! Everything's gone. I can free ring run. And it's so funny. Hi. 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 Did you want to say hi to Lynn? She's a good girl. Everybody loves Princess Frog. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up too, because I know you did not mean to do this. So, yeah, and with my knee, it wasn't a big deal up until a few weeks ago. And it's from running up and down the stairs all the time and getting up and down and cleaning the litter boxes all the time. And it just kind of took a bit of a toll. That one day it just said, hey, guess what? You're sore. Hey, guess what? Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to do things a little differently, which is very difficult because we've been doing it the same way for so long. Yeah. I never answered you though. I became a nonprofit, a 501c official nonprofit, September 1st, 2022. And pride myself on being a medical rescue instead of just a rescue. I don't usually take healthy kitties. He was an anomaly. So for him to also be able to get adopted out as quickly as he did, that was great. I've also got other healthy ones, but they didn't start off that way. So usually I don't take adults, but I went on it. It should have been a TNR, but it was not. It ended up becoming, they weren't welcome to go back. And I was like, okay, I don't mind, trapping them and getting them fixed, but you want us to keep them now? I had an issue with that, but I couldn't just take them back for them to be God knows what. So I've been trying to adopt them out as much as I can. There's 3 up there that are in cages because they are very aggressive still.
Really?
But yeah, one, Atlas is a female. She doesn't even want to be scritched with the back scratcher. She's terrified. I've been working with her. So if she sniffs the back scratcher, she gets a treat. That's good. That's like, yes, you didn't run. And you'll meet her and all of them in a second. Zeus, originally I named him Zeus. He is now Mr. McFluffy. I can scritch him with a back scratcher just about anywhere, and he will let me pet him on his back, as long as he doesn't know it. Once he turns around, I will show him that it was my hand, because I'm showing him the scratcher here, because he loves his face and neck getting scratched, so I'm scritching that and I'm petting his back at the same time. So it's kind of like doing the whole this thing. And Thanos, his name's cool, Thanos, so he's saying Thanos. He will hiss at you, he will swipe at you, but if you scritch him around the face and the chin, he loves that, but using the scratcher. He will also let you pet his back without him knowing. But out of everybody, Thanos was the most aggressive, very vicious. Next in line would have been Mr. McFluffy. Atlas has never been aggressive. She's terrified.
Wow.
And basically, they're all terrified. They just don't trust the humans. There's no reason to. They've
Sure.
clearly failed them. Mr. McFluffy was deemed at least 7 years old. I'm thinking that he's the daddy of a few of these kittens. Yep. Not you, though. You came from a totally different place, didn't you, honey? Here, let me fix that for you. There you go. Did you want any more? Are you all done? I didn't think you were done. Patience is the key with some of them. And believe it or not, this is socialization, and I'm fine with that. Just spending time with them. The Harry Potter room, 3 of the 4 girls don't want to be touched. They won't argue with you. They'll run, but they won't swipe. They won't bite. They're scared, and they've been neglected. Ravenmaw is the mother of all 3 others that are in there. 2 of them are sisters. The one that has cerebellar hypoplasia was the one that was born last year to her. There's one of the sisters that loves to be pet, and that's Gryffindor. She's just beautiful. Well, all of them are pretty. And I've been working with her because somebody had walked in. This is how Tri-Trick happened. Somebody came in from a farm to surrender some kittens, and they didn't take their shoes off. This is why I have to take their shoes off now.
Wow.
They brought in 3 different types of parasites that cats
my
can catch.
God.
Actually, they brought in 4, but one of them was specific to rabbits, which is why I knew who it was when I found out and had them tested to find out.
Oh my
What the hell?
goodness.
And at that point, I was like, shoes off. Sorry, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Anybody, nope. I don't like it even in the doorway. I want to get some kind of enclosure right outside the front door, but I've got to figure that one out. But yeah, they walked through it, and because they'd been here since May, and this happened in September.
And they were fine until then. Oh gosh.
They came here with Giardia. They came here with coccidia, feline coronavirus, and panleukopenia. Not Tri-Trick in
There's
there.
a feline corona?
Mhm.
Wow.
There's been a feline coronavirus for a long time. That's what will and just like chickenpox, how that will stay in your
Yeah.
body all your life.
Yeah.
Same with that. It'll stay in their body all their life, and under the right stressor, it will genetically mutate to feline infectious peritonitis.
Oh.
And some people, some vets will even say, "Oh, it's contagious." It's not. Most vets that actually know what the hell they're talking about will know it's not contagious. It infects their body, and they'll take their life within a few months.
Really?
Yeah. So there we go. We got to see little Princess Frog.
Somehow it manages to move.
Oh yeah, she moves.
Wild. Look
She
at
moves. She's got zoomies and everything. She loves to crawl around in there. She hangs around literally because she loves that little net back there, as you see. She just she
Can hang from it.
can hang from it. She's hanging, man. She can hang, and so can these
Jungle
guys.
gym.
'Cause, yeah,
Yeah.
those guys. She's just like woohoo. It probably helps her also stretch a little bit
Yeah,
more than what she
yeah.
can. But the main thing about cerebellar hypoplasia is that her body will do things involuntarily.
Oh, okay.
So when she was little, she came here, she was 6 weeks old. When she was little, I was actually holding her so she could eat properly. She wanted to eat the kibble, so I was holding her, and she randomly, out of the blue, handstand. It was, yeah. And I found out I had to wait till she was at least 2 pounds so that she could get the MRI done, because I wanted to see what's going on with her. I've never seen one this severe.
Right.
Had an MRI done because of you guys. You guys helped that one. You guys helped pay for that. It was great. And he said that, yeah, that's what happens. Her body, the wires cross. There's not a cerebellum to basically say, no, we don't want to do a handstand right now.
Yeah.
No, we want to eat. You just keep all fours on the
That is
floor.
wild.
And So when you see her doing that number while eating, that's the cerebellum not being able to do its job because there's not enough of it. What causes that is the mom isn't properly given enough nutrition when they're pregnant. It's the perinatal stage of the pregnancy, that last part of the stage, that pregnancy part of it. And if she's still not eating properly after they're born, or if the kitten has blunt force trauma, which is very rare in case, maybe if the mom gives birth standing up, and I've seen that, and then they land on their head because they're coming out head first, then that could happen. There could be some damage there, but more times than not, it's just malnutrition. If you look up on the internet, it'll say it's because they have panleukopenia. Mom has panleukopenia. It goes back to malnutrition. It's because she's throwing up. She can't hold anything down. And how do you get rid of panleup? You vaccinate, dang it. So that's all you got to do. This is my attempt to starting to get things more organized. But then we've got the catio out back. The whole
Yeah, I
back
did
deck
take
is a
peek.
catio.
There's a couple cats out there.
Yeah, they can. There's a pet door behind all of
I
this.
wondered how
Yep.
they got out.
And then when it's nice, I'll open up the door, and those that don't figure out the pet door go, woohoo! Like Penny. Penny hasn't figured out the pet door yet. Pretty soon I'm going to lift up all of these, and we're going to bring out Sir Snowball. For those of you that think that Snowball still doesn't exist, he exists. Hi. Gobbled it right up.
Who, what?
She gobbled
You got
it
it?
right up.
Man, I felt so bad. I was going to just hand feed her, man. I felt so bad.
You're so funny.
Poor frog.
I know.
Failed her.
You did. You failed her hard.
Man.
I love rousing him.
I'm here for you, little frog.
Yeah.
That won't happen again.
Yeah, well.
I'm making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't usually do the same kind of fight.
That's good. So funny. So this is Squeaker. Boom. Oh wow, he vacuumed. That's Squeaker. He's the big one of mine. Squealer's somewhere. This guy, here's my room. This is where I sleep, of course, but this is where everybody else sleeps too. And I've been so out of it because I get up throughout the night. I usually have my bed made so it doesn't
We
look
all
so
pile
horrible.
in here, huh?
They do. And this guy, his name is now Hercules. It used to be Shy Boy. He came here when he was just over 2. He had a lacerated arm,
Oh, goodness.
and he was feral.
Oh, goodness.
Feral AF. He was 30 pounds of pure love who hated me. And this
Really?
is, yeah.
Not now.
This is Wiggles. She has vestibular ataxia, and she's deaf.
Oh.
And she's a lover, but these two do not get along.
Huh.
But I can now
You know
pick him
Mom,
up.
though.
And he loves it when Ken clips his nails. He even now comes downstairs and wants a snack, which is just so weird still, because
Huh.
that's a very new trait for him.
Really?
Yeah, but he lets me pick him up. He's a good boy.
You're
But
comfy.
when he starts to get overwhelmed, if he's sitting, or if, just in a sit-up or standing position, if you see his right arm go up, that means back off.
Really?
Yeah, that's the arm that was lacerated.
Oh.
But that's also the arm that he will use to go, pow, knock it off. I'm done.
Huh.
So he gives you his telltale signs, don't
Yeah.
you?
Huh.
Yeah, you're a good boy. But I've always had to watch his face and that arm. So it is fun. Each door has who's in here. I was going to put pictures, but that was too timely. As well as room duties.
Oh, you started.
And this is the Harry Potter room. Oh, shoot. I forgot to let out Snowball. See? I'm horrible. There, I'll do it that way. So, we've got Raven Maw, the big mama. They are on a different kibble, if you can see the difference of the kibble. That is more of a diet kibble because Raven Maw was not that big when she arrived. She likes her kibble. Here is Hufflescruff.
There's another one.
Oh yeah, there's one here and one here.
Oh.
And she will let you pet her. She's a sweetheart. They all are actually quite sweet. They won't bite, they won't scratch. But if I go to here, this is what they typically will do. Are you good?
Oh,
She's like, nope. All right.
not now.
But I'll tell you, when I get her in a corner, dang straight, I'm gonna pet you. And this is Tumbledore, who learned the same trait as her mama. So she's like, oh no. Yeah. She is a doll, but my gosh. Yeah, I wish she hadn't have learned that trait. This is Gryffindor. Gryffindor is just the one that loves to be
That one's
pet.
just waiting.
She is. She's just like, oh, come on, go. Give me pets, give me pets. She doesn't like to be picked up, but we're working on that. But she is just a gorgeous girl, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Every room has a radio. I want them to feel, if I can't be in here or somebody can't be in here, I want them to hear humans. I don't want them to be, feeling alienated.
What does it mean when a cat, so my daughter's got a cat, and you know how cats come around you and rub your leg, showing you that they want to be petted, so you pet it.
Kind of.
And then
They're actually just claiming you. They're rubbing their scent on you.
Overstimulated where it's like it's too much, and then it starts swatting you. It's
Does
actually
she-
friendly one minute, and then the next minute it's like no way.
You know what's funny is, and a lot of people don't put this together, and some vets don't even put it together, but they can have a lot of the same mental health issues that humans can have.
Really?
They can. So they can get overwhelmed easily. It all
Yeah.
depends on their personality.
Yeah.
It also depends on their experience. I don't know how long she's had the cat. There are times that maybe there's a chemical imbalance. We've had to have
Interesting.
a cat on Prozac for a while.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that-
I'm almost leaning that way because of the anxiety that it's showing.
But I mean, other than that, that's not considered really anxious. Oh no, my phone just died. Okay, I'm gonna flip off of YouTube, guys, and restart up TikTok on that phone. Sorry. Okay, thank you for joining. Please watch the replays and all of that. Please, please, please. I'm trying anything of 3 minutes or longer. That's too funny. TikTok's probably going, wait a minute, where'd she go? Because I guarantee you they can still, I probably just froze. That's it. Anyhow, but yeah, I'm almost partnered there on YouTube. So love the kitten names. Thank you. Yeah, so join us again tomorrow. I come on, I try to get on here at 8:30 every day. And I usually stay till noon. I need to see. Yeah, and it's almost noon. Be over on TikTok again. So yeah, and I'm on TikTok again in the afternoon. So we'll see you later. Thank you.